Hi guys, my name is Brian Kelly. I'm the owner of Kelly Fab, and this is our Polaris Ranger 1500 camper shell. This is our ultimate version. We currently make camper shells for the Polaris Ranger 1000s, Can-Am Defenders, Polaris Ranger 1500s. We do have a couple options we've done for the Polaris Expeditions and the Honda Pioneer 1000s, the 3-seaters, not the 5-seaters. So yeah, we'll talk about this a little bit. So all of our camper shells and all of our products are aluminum, powder coated black, slight textured powder coat. It helps cover up scratches and stuff for the future. Very durable, works out great, and it matches very good with just about all the machines, the black plastic you get. But what we'll start with talking about, we have our roof rack here. So if you want to show us the roof rack, the roof racks give you room. All the different machines have different varied sizes due to the bed sizes, but these ones are nice. You can put approximately 200 pounds on top, good enough to put almost a 35-inch tire on top. You have about 34.5 inches front to back on these 1500s. The nice thing about all our machines, the way we do the camper shells, are the top of our rack is not any taller than the roofs of the machines. So you guys that have enclosed trailers, toy haulers and whatnot that are limited on your height, none of our camper shells on any of the machines stick above the roof. So it makes it nice if you're in that situation. We'll start with this. So what makes this one an ultimate is it has these side doors with the windows. So we have this nice large access hole. It's almost 24 inches wide by about 20 inches tall. So you have huge access to reach in. These 1500s have such a huge bed, it makes it harder to just reach in from the back than all the other machines. We do offer these side doors for a few other machines. It might not be posted on our website, but give us a call and we can talk to you about that. This one also has our optional interior bed tray. So these are nice. These ones are they're right at 20 inches long front to back, so you still have plenty of room in the back here to put taller stuff, but you have all this room up top to stack stuff above, below. They're plenty strong enough. I'm over 200 pounds and I can lay on top of it. It'll handle plenty of weight. We'll start with, we also have these vents up front. So these are nice vents. They open up. It's easiest to grab in here, open it up if you want to show them the front. These just help give a little more air if you got dogs, or even if you got a leaky gas can, or just some musty hunting clothes, some wet stuff, help give you a little extra air drying them. These Ultimates also come with these side work lights. The wiring is up to the customer. Essentially, we just give you the light in the cutout hole, then you bolt that in. So you can just shut them by pushing on from the outside, but they're nice. They seal up good. These side doors, or these side windows, are RV style windows, so they're easy to replace if they were to be broken or whatnot, which they are very tough. We haven't had any break on us. I haven't heard of any customers breaking any. We have quite a few units out with them now and haven't heard of any break-in, but if that was to happen, very easy to replace. Same with those vents. Those vents are very easy to replace if you were to somehow snag it on something or whatnot. These Ranger 1500 Ultimates, we give you the option. You can buy the Rotopax mounts from us, or generic mounts. You can buy the mounts from us or not, it doesn't matter. We automatically cut the holes, these 4 mounting holes, for those Rotopax mounts. So that way, if you decide you don't want them, all you do is just, we give you a little extra bolts, you can plug those holes. But if you decide in the future that you want to put some Rotopax mounts on the back, all you got to do is bolt those on. So that's nice. Come around here to the back. So all of our camper shells on all the machines now come with this locking tab, is what we call it. So pretty much none of the machines you can't even buy a locking tailgate latch. So our solution to being able to lock your gear up is we have this tab. So you go try to open up your tailgate, you can't open it up because this tab gets held down. So you have to unlock these. If you lock your rear doors, your rear latches, then you can open it up. So go ahead and open this up. Nice shocks that hold the doors up. All real glass. If your glass does happen to break, the nice thing how we build all of our stuff, we try to keep stuff simple what we can. If your glass breaks, any glass shop can do it. You don't have to call us up. If you're on the other side of the country, it's not worth trying to have us ship one to you. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You can find a local glass company. They can replace any of that stuff. It's very simple. They know what to do. Here we can get a shot. We'll show a little bit of the inside and see our interior bed shelf there. This camper shell here, we've put on, I got about 1,500 miles of having this camper shell on our machine. They hold up very good. We've been doing this powder coat, this aluminum with this powder coat for over a year now, and it's very durable. We can still do our very first camper shell. We can still clean up. It's been beat up a lot. We could still clean that thing up to where it looks like it's brand new. Comes out perfect. All these shocks are easy to replace if in the future something happens. I'll show you a little bit on watch out, Bill. So we offer an option for the 1500s. This is the factory rear light that goes right on the back of your cab up top that comes with them. So essentially, you pay a little extra. We have an option. We pretty much just give you a little blank piece that covers up that hole. You remove that light and put it back here, and then the wiring's up to the customer on actually getting it wired in. But these are very nice lights. They work very good. Looks nice. Works out great. You can buy one of those from Polaris, but they're pretty pricey. So most people, you're better off just doing that relocation kit is what we call it. So we also, it's up to the customers. We'll add a little bit of, watch out, Bill. We'll add some weather stripping. We'll take our tailgate off. That's just my personal preference, what I'll do to my machine, and add some extra weather stripping around there and get it sealed up. And all these, on all our machines, all of them, you do have to do a little extra work on adding some weather stripping, a few different spots. Some machines are different than others, but you can get them sealed up very good, which is nice because we're out here in northern Nevada, it's very, very dusty at times, and I mean, very minimal dust. I mean, you do get some, especially every time you open and close, and you'll notice, watch out, that the more you use these, 90% of your dust when you're out riding swirls back behind here. On all the machines, the dust just swirls. So just keeping this rear door shut, you'll see all that stuff gets caked on there. It almost looks like you wipe the sides down. It's just nice. So what I'm getting at is leaving your side windows open and your vents open, you get very minimal dust. So if you have dogs or whatnot, they're still able to get nice air and stuff, and you're not really compromising much. You don't really have to worry about getting much dust in from the sides. Yeah, you're gonna get some, but it's very minimal. And that's another nice thing of having these side access doors is all your dust builds up on the door. So every time you open it with that bug dust, that's what we call it, no matter what, you're gonna get a little bit in your machine. It's very minimal, but when you open it up, it just kind of puffs out, get some in your bed. Well, if you're accessing it for the most part, that's what we try to do, from the sides, there's hardly any dirt you get on the sides, so then you're not getting all that dust intruding all the time. And it's just handy being able to grab your gear and whatnot. I'll show here, I'll tip the dog out first. You're still capable on all our machines. Come on, Bill. All our machines, you're able to still raise up your rear bed. So that's how we clean. It's 1500, got the electric dump. So with that up, you're able to come over here. You're able to clean all your glass, which your glass is removable and stuff. But you're able to come, if you want to clean up your glass up top there, you can do that. You can still dump it, all that stuff. On the other machines, like the Ranger 1000s, the Can-Am Defenders, the other ones that don't have the electric dump, it's still very easy to dump. You just don't want to pop your tailgate and let it fall. Just let it down slowly, grab onto it so it doesn't just rip on it, especially if you have extra weight on them. Shut this real quick. So, some more specs on these is, so we got our aluminum. These are all aluminum, powder coated. What's nice about the aluminum is it is lighter weight. This unit as it sits, not counting the gas cans, this unit right here is right about 125 pounds. So it's really not that heavy. And about 50 pounds of that is glass. So if you really needed a lightweight one, which these machines, really all the machines, the weight doesn't, it's not enough to make it noticeable on anything. But if you didn't get any glass, no windows, just a basic one with aluminum all the way around, that's our base. Those ones on the Ranger 1000s, I think they get clear down to about 65, 70 pounds. So they can be pretty darn light. I do recommend to most people, if you click on our base ones on our website for all the machines, the base ones, essentially you can build them up, but it just gives you the option if you don't want to have the side windows. Gives you the option to if you don't want to have the front and rear glass. I recommend to most people, if you're trying to keep it basic, I recommend most to at least get your front and rear glass, because it is very handy to be able to just turn your head still and see through. So that's another nice thing, is we got these big windows. These windows are 46 inches wide by 18 inches tall. So you can turn your head. Yeah, you do lose a little bit of visibility compared to not having any camper showing at all, but you can still turn your head as long as you don't have a bunch of junk packed up in there and see back very good. So that helps out a lot. Another huge perk, which I tell everybody what is super nice about our machines, say you were somewhere, you tipped your machine over and screwed up only this side. So you screwed up the door, the side piece, the top there, whatever. You can call us up and we can send you out just those replacement pieces, because all of our parts bolt together. So it's not like one solid welded unit to where if you mess that thing up, you either got to find a welder, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, you can call us up, we can send you just that part. So that makes it much nicer as far as longevity goes, and not having to worry about if you did screw something up on it, we can replace it. We also do a lot of different custom projects for customers. We've been starting to add some interior lights on the insides, a few different things here or there, but yeah, so here is our Polaris Ranger 1500 camper shell 3.0 Ultimate. Feel free to call or even text me at 775-421-9599. Include that on the video. We do all sorts of different machines. We can do we pretty much can do this same thing. It isn't on our website. We've done it for a few Can-Ams. We can add all this stuff on the Can-Ams and the Ranger 1000s, except for this. We don't have enough room to do this with the Rotopax mount on the backside there. But essentially, you can do same exact opening, same light, same vent, all that stuff. There's just not enough room. These Ranger 1500s are longer, the bed's quite a bit longer, so you have the room for it. But I mean, these are, having these on any machine is, we've had multiple customers and myself, I'm a little biased because we make them and build them, but these are the best addition you can put on the machine. Yeah, they're kind of pricey, but I mean, they're, having your stuff covered up in there. Like I get a lot of our customers like, oh, is it easy to take on and off? Because I probably won't leave it on all the time. And then I talk to them 6-7 months later, it's, oh, I put it on and I never took it off. Because they realize that you really aren't limited. I mean, yeah, there's certain times and everybody has different uses, but for the most part, it's nice being able to keep all your gear in here, keep it out of the rain, keep it out of the snow, and the dust. I mean, the dust for us out here in Nevada is the biggest, but keeping everything clean and being able to lock it up and be secure is huge, especially in today's age. Isn't like it used to be, I mean, but you're able to at least lock some gear up you have in there. And if you have dogs, it's a game changer if you have dogs to be able to put them in there. So, yeah, feel free to give us a call if you have any questions. Yeah, check us out, kellyfabworks.com.